The only item you will need to inspect and test your engine coolant is an antifreeze tester. When inspecting and testing your engine coolant, always start with a cool engine. Never work on any part of the cooling system when the engine is hot or has just finished running. With the engine cool, locate and remove the radiator cap. Insert a finger into the filler neck and rub the underside of the radiator tank. Once again, the system must be cool. If your finger comes out dirty, the system contains rust, scale, and lime deposits. These deposits indicate the cooling system should be completely flushed and new coolant added to prevent premature failure of the other components within the system. Another means for inspecting the condition of your coolant is with an antifreeze tester. There are several types of testers available. For testing ethylene glycol-based coolant, the most common type, we recommend using a large type of tester as shown. They are more accurate, easy to use, and allow better visual inspection of the coolant for rust and sediment. Insert the end of the tester into the radiator neck and draw a sample of the engine coolant. Be sure to draw enough coolant so the pointer or floating balls are totally immersed. If it appears rusty brown, discolored, has traces of sediments, has buildup from stop leaks, or oil residue from coolant additives, corrosion action has already began. Once again, we recommend flushing the cooling system with the flush kit and refill the system with the 50-50 blend of new antifreeze and water. With the sample of coolant still in the tester, we will test it for freeze point and boil over protection. Most testers have a scale on one side to check the freeze point of the coolant. The arrow or scale should indicate a minimum freeze point of -32 degrees Fahrenheit. The other side of the tester has a chart to check the boiling point of the coolant. The arrow should indicate a minimum boiling point of 265 degrees Fahrenheit. If your coolant does not meet these minimums, we recommend flushing and filling the cooling system with the 50-50 blend of new antifreeze and water. This mixture will provide the correct system protection required for year-round driving. Lastly, do not forget to inspect the radiator cap. Make sure the valve moves properly and the rubber gasket is still pliable and not damaged. Inspect the underside of the cap for corrosion and sediment buildup. If present, this is again an indication the cooling system needs to be flushed and new coolant added. After testing, reinstall the radiator cap and close the hood. Lastly, to ensure accuracy of your antifreeze tester, make sure to flush it out with clean water when finished.
Let's briefly review inspecting and testing your engine coolant. First, make sure the engine is cool before you work on the cooling system. Remove the radiator cap and visually inspect for rust and scale in the radiator. If the coolant is dirty, flush and refill with a 50-50 mixture. Use a good quality antifreeze tester to check the level of freeze and boilover protection. Inspect the radiator cap and replace if corroded or if the rubber gasket is damaged.